Hey there, brand builders. Liz Nolly Tillman here, and welcome to My Secret Sauce, where I share tips, tricks, and success strategies designed to help you build your brand, be yourself, and win in business. Are you manifesting gratitude in all of your relationships? Gratitude is sort of like a secret weapon in your business success kit. Why? Because people don't always use it. It's free to use. It's always available to you in any given moment. And it can make the biggest difference in the world between developing deep relationships with your customers, prospects, employees, colleagues, and coworkers, and even your managers if you happen to work for somebody else. But before I jump into sort of today's talk about gratitude and explore that deeper, let me share with you a few pictures from a recent family vacation. Stay with me. And for 4th of July weekend this year, my family and I took a very impromptu, unplanned road trip from where we live in New Jersey that started with our first stop in upstate New York at the Baseball Hall of Fame. It was awesome. But because we didn't need the whole weekend to explore Cooperstown, we decided, let's just keep driving north. So ultimately, we wound up crossing the border from the US into Canada to go to Niagara Falls. But we didn't stop there. We kept going. We went all the way up to Toronto, where we explored all the sites. The aquarium, we went to museums, restaurants. We had a phenomenal time. That Sunday, we were crossing the bridge back into the United States, sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic, about 8 to 12 lanes wide, as you can imagine, since it was Sunday of a holiday weekend for us Americans who were rushing to get back to work on Monday. And then this happened. Yes, that is my husband's car, or what used to be my husband's car, on fire. So I want to ask you, how do you think we felt? This was the car after the fire department got done controlling the situation. What if I told you, let me channel my Morpheus voice. What if I told you we felt lucky? Was that good? Was that a good Morpheus Lawrence Fishburne impression? No? Okay. Moving on. But seriously, what if I told you we actually felt lucky? Yes, lucky. Lucky that this happened on our family vacation with us and our kids in the car. We felt lucky on a Sunday afternoon of 4th of July weekend. Yes, we felt lucky. Yeah, sure, it wasn't lucky necessarily that it happened, but when we started to count all of the ways that we were lucky in this situation, it gave us a completely different frame of mind in terms of dealing with it. Remember that bumper-to-bumper traffic we were sitting in? We could have caught fire there with cars to our left and our right and everything, but fortunately for us, the car started acting up and acting a little finicky, and it cut off, and we started smelling things and stuff like that. So my husband had plenty of time, thankfully, to get out of this and to get to a safe place on the side of the road where we could pull over and get on our phones and try to find a mechanic, which is what we were doing when the cab driver who saw that the car was on fire long before we did got our attention. And we're thankful for him. We're thankful that he did. We're thankful that our kids are fine. We are fine. And with the exception of my husband's eyeglasses, which we have since replaced, all of our stuff was fine. Not that we cared about the stuff. We actually cared about us and our kids and making sure that if this thing blew up like it does in the movies, that we were going to be a safe distance away. We're thankful that the Niagara Falls Fire Department came quickly. There were good Samaritans that not only told us that the car was on fire and warned us, but they helped us navigate the logistics of being in Canada. Pro tip, toll-free numbers that work in the US don't necessarily work in Canada. Pro tip, you can call 911 in Canada. However, they ask for your insurance and they ask for your mailing address because you or your insurance carrier will get a bill. That's in exchange for free healthcare. They pay when the fire department, police department, and those types of services come out and make calls. I didn't know that before that, but that's okay. We had insurance. We got the fire department. We had people help us sort of navigate those things once they saw that we were Americans and weren't sure and what we were dealing with. There was one good Samaritan who came walking by that literally said, pop the trunk, and he got all of our stuff out of our car, and we weren't even concerned about the stuff, but you know, the universe sent him when he did, and he came when he did and got all of our stuff outside of the car. So there was a lot to be thankful for. You can't see it in this picture, but in the parking lot across the street from where the car caught on fire, a few doors down, there was a rental car place that was, one, it was open. Two, it had a US car, okay? Because if you didn't have a U.S. car, that would have been a $1,500 surcharge to drive it one way to the States so that they could retow it or retransport it back up to Canada. So we were lucky about that. And you can't see it in this picture either, but you can see the little Subway sandwich shop logo there. Well, there happened to be a guy who owned a tow truck company who worked with our insurance company. This is crazy, but who worked with our insurance company, who had just been in that Subway, was sitting in his tow truck in that parking lot because he had stopped for lunch, an early lunch, and was watching the whole thing. And he wound up towing the car and dealing with the insurance company on that side of things for us. So we were so incredibly fortunate. There was so much to be thankful for. We got home that night, maybe around 11 o'clock at night, which wasn't too bad. And we were inconvenienced, yes, but you know what? We had a great story to tell and some fantastic pictures and just a beautiful, beautiful lesson on the importance of being grateful, even in the most extreme, stressful, in this case, life-threatening circumstances. You can still find things to be grateful for and add to the list. I'm grateful that I can share this story with you to help you tap into the power of gratitude in your own life. Why does all of this matter? Well, gratitude is a foundational element of what people call the law of attraction. And the law of attraction simply states that if we act with intention, we can and will manifest the things that we want in our life, right? If you think about it, how many times have you really, really, really focused on something that you really, really, really wanted? And you didn't know how you were going to make it happen. You just knew that you needed to make it happen. You knew you needed to start that business. You knew you needed that new job, and we say things like, well, I'm just putting it out there in the universe, right? That's law of attraction. I'm claiming it. Law of attraction, okay? All of those same principles. When we goal set, we're tapping into the law of attraction. Just the act of stating our goals, writing them down, vision boards, putting them, you could put your goals and dreams on a vision board or whatever. All of that is tapping into being intentional about the things that we want to manifest in our lives, professionally and personally. Okay? Gratitude is a foundational element of that process. Why? Because it resets your mind with a positive orientation, such that even in the face of failure, challenge, adversity, you could still find things to be grateful for, or to have gratitude about. And that keeps you from a downward spiral saying, oh, I give up, I can't do it, forget this, to heck with this. And it's all wrapped up in your purpose, right? Because that's why purpose is such a foundational element of all of my coaching programs, whether I work with entrepreneurs or individuals, because once you have your true north, once you know what your why is, you can focus on that, because what we focus on expands, and your purpose grounds you and allows you to focus on the right things, right? And the law of attraction is the process through which we're intentionally manifesting those things, and gratitude is sort of at the bottom as a foundational piece, because it fuels that attraction so that we're focusing on and manifesting the things that are positive and important. It's culture that most of us live in, right? We get graded in school, right? We get good grades, bad grades. We think of things in a sort of a binary way. It's good, it's bad, it's up, it's down, it's this, it's that, right? So, but gratitude takes the judgment and the negativity away when things don't go the way that we want them to, because there's always something you can learn in any situation. There's always something to be grateful for. And gratitude makes sure that what we're being intentional about and what we're manifesting in our lives as we look to move towards our purpose is positive. Whatever you want to call that process through which we claim and manifest the things that we want in our lives. Gratitude is probably the most important part of that. At the same time, it's probably the most overlooked component of that whole equation. So because gratitude is such an important part of manifesting success, I'm doing a 15-day gratitude challenge. And every day for 15 days straight, I'm going live on Facebook just for a couple of minutes every day to talk about gratitude. In every video, I am going to give you tips and invite you to join my process through which I practice gratitude in my life on an ongoing basis. People always ask me, Liz, how come you don't seem stressed out? How come you seem to take everything so in stride? I had one boss that I worked for, very senior executive at a company, C-level executive. She said, we were talking about something. I was telling her that I was kind of stressed and I was being challenged by things like that at work. And she was just like, I would never know that. Well, you seem pretty zen about the whole thing. And it's because I learned to practice gratitude, and it kept me from, let's just say, to quote DMX, going up in here, losing my mind, up in here at work. And gratitude, developing that skill set, flexing that learning how to flex your gratitude muscle on a regular basis can do the exact same thing for you and bring all kinds of positivity and things that you want to manifest to bring you closer to your purpose into your life. So join me for my 15-day gratitude challenge, and I will see you in the next episode. So if you like this video, please follow me on Facebook at Ian Tillman on Facebook.com. And as a special bonus, I'm going to invite you guys to download my free ebook. In this ebook, I cover some of the most popular myths about marketing and branding yourself that you still probably believe but are holding you back. Okay? And while it's written for entrepreneurs, there's a ton of information in there for personal branders as well. You can grab it on my website at liznollytillman.com/marketingmyths. Download that, grab it right now, grab it today, check it out, and let me know what you think. And again, hit this like button, subscribe to my secret sauce, or come on back to Facebook and follow me here for the next episode. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.